Vladimir Putin says he's going to put nuclear weapons in Belarus. Oh. So what's going on here? First of all, they're tactical nukes. They're the small battlefield type, not necessarily, they aren't the big strategic ones. And two, the Russians are going to keep control of them. He's not giving them Belarus. But what's this do? Well, I think the primary thing it does is it gives him another chance to talk about having nukes. I see this as a pattern with him as, talk about the nukes, talk about a Ukrainian dirty bomb, get out a start, put nukes in Belarus, remind people he's got nukes without threatening to use nukes. Also, I think this is part of, showing in Russia that he's a strong man. I'm taking decisive action. And this is a totally cheap thing to do. He doesn't actually have to do it. He can just say he's done it. And finally, I think he's trying to entangle Belarus more in their so-called union state. Okay, that's the 1-minute version for shorts and reels and all that stuff. But just to go a little deeper, first of all, this whole Belarus thing I ended on. I have long thought that a tertiary, not primary or secondary, but a tertiary goal of this whole conflict has been to further entangle Belarus in the Union state. And in fact, before the war, they had increased a lot of the cooperation. And so I think that has been part of Putin's broader grand strategy. And having nukes there would give Russia, more of a claim to prerogatives over security. And so I think it's another step. So it helps. Again, not the primary reason for doing it, but it helps. The other thing here is I think that we should give some credit to the naive geopolitical, the view that would say that, look, Russia has shown its weakness. It now is aware of its military weakness at a conventional level. And if Belarus is to function as a bulwark against a Western invasion in Putin's 19th century geostrategic view of the world, then he needs a 20th century nuclear deterrent in there, because Belarus's army and his military might not be able to defend the country from Poland.